disaster, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. We knew St Kilda were a good starting side, and we set ourselves for a big sort of first quarter and first half. But yeah, all across the ground they were much more skillful. They wanted it more. Yeah, we were pretty disappointing all through the afternoon, as was obvious.
The trend of the team struggling when Aaron isn't there is pretty significant now. What do you see it as from, obviously you're down the other end of the field, but do you see it as that being a case of when he's not there, you're just not used to getting your hands on the footy first in the middle?
Look, no doubt Aaron's an enormous, significant player for us. But we can't really dwell on things like that. I'm not sure what the stats were through the middle. I imagine we lost it pretty badly. But yeah, look, we need to have the depth in our side to be able to deal, with teams when Aaron's not around. We probably rely too heavily on him at times, and that's just a learning curve for us to be able to, be a competitive side without him in it.
You're used to having him missing for one game or two games here and there, but you're going to miss him for a lot longer than that. Is that where the challenge is going to be for you now to find a way?
Yeah, he's going to be out for a bit of a chunk of time, and that's the challenge for us. And we know we're probably struggling a bit with injuries at the moment, but it's a long year, and we need to just pull ourselves off the deck from this weekend and get our heads around Hawthorn.
Statistically, you've actually won the clearances for the day, but you've been smashed in the centre clearances. So I suppose you've got something to work on from it.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, so that's something to work with, I'm sure. And I thought Griffin was pretty good today, and obviously big shoes to fill for him to come in and play that role. But as I said, we all need to be able to be a competitive side without Aaron on the side.
You've obviously got a stack of injuries, which has been well documented. The number of guys who are having to play consistently when they're young or inexperienced, is that starting to take its toll on them, do you think?
Look, I hope not. I think that's the strength of the team is the whole list, and we have to be able to guide ourselves through an entire season. And we have the confidence that we'll get some guys back, in the latter parts of the year. And during this period, we're just going to have to hang tough and be as competitive as we can be.
It doesn't get any easier next week with Hawthorn coming up. It never rains at pause.
That'll be a big challenge. Look, that's something I think we've got an 8-day turnaround, so we'll review this game on Monday and hopefully move on pretty quickly and get our heads around a big challenge at the MCG.
You were terrific today on Nick. Are you anticipating getting Buddy?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm playing on all the key forwards at the moment, so I look forward to that challenge next week.
How did you rate your own game on Nick today?
Look, I think defensively I was probably pretty good, but maybe offensively I could have used the ball a bit better and got my teammates and defenders into the game a bit more and taken more risks. So that's something I have a look at.
Your confidence, your personal confidence, team aside, but your personal confidence must be really high considering the way you've played on the best players all year. You've given very little away.
I certainly put a lot of that down to the pressure up the field and the help that I've been getting. And it's certainly no easy task to play in these guys, but I get a lot of help from the pressure up the field and also my defenders or teammates helping me out.
Buddy runs and Nick runs, so it's a similar scenario for you in terms of jobs from week to week.
I think they're different. They're fairly similar beasts, but they've both got their own sort of tricks as well. So I've played on Buddy a few times in the past, and I'll have to get my head around that midweek.
Did you play in the Tassie game last year?
Yes.
Yeah. So you had him in that one. So when there was a fair bit of supply coming down.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think he kicked a bag that day. So look, as I said, you rely so heavily on some help up the field. So hopefully we'll be more competitive across the ground next week.
Has Harv spoken to the team yet about today?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, we had a chat. Obviously, it wasn't a very good one, but he sort of just reiterated that we need to continually work on our games and right across the board for the older players and the younger players, and you can never rest on your laurels, so to speak, and just continue to evolve and improve as a player because this competition is pretty tough.
Terrific. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.